My pleasure.
Radio frequency ID, tiny chips, big potential, how to change how freight packages, pets are tracked, all sorts of things. And now some people actually risking their own health to get them. Tonight, the great lengths people are going to implant radio frequency identification chips in their bodies.
28-year-old Mikey Sklar has a lot in common with his two cats. They both have something that sounds like it comes right out of the future. Tiny implants loaded with their personal information, chips surgically put into their bodies. They're called RFID tags, normally used to track things like shipping containers and marathon runners. For the cats, it's a device which keeps tabs on them if they get lost. For Sklar, well, he says it's to make life more convenient.
I want to use it as an identification system so I can get personal information to show up. So I can scan my hand and have information about my favorite websites and email address and weather all be displayed for me through some custom hardware projects I've been working on.
Sklar says he easily found his RFID tag on the internet, but finding someone to implant the device in his hand was a different story. That's because Sklar's RFID tag is not the type that's approved by the Food and Drug Administration. He had to convince a friend who's a surgeon to implant it.
I really didn't feel anything during the surgical procedure, which was about 7 minutes long on my kitchen table.
While Sklar's scar from the surgery heals, big retail chains like Walmart are using more of the tags, putting the low-power radio frequency IDs in shipments to track them. Outside the United States, they're actually being used by the Mexican government, implanted in officials needing high security clearance. In Spain, chipped VIPs at the Baja Beach Club can pay for drinks simply by waving their hands under a scanner. Sklar's tag? Bought off FidgetsUSA.com, which actually advises its customers not to implant them. The company says they are not made for humans, pointing out its chips are not sanitized. All this has the only company to get FDA approval for its human implantable chips very concerned. VeriChip's devices store valuable medical information for chronically ill patients.
The VeriChip technology is extremely useful in being able to quickly link the patient's vital medical information and contact information to the staff that's taking care of that patient to provide them the most timely and most efficient care.
More and more hospitals are getting RFID readers in emergency rooms, and VeriChip's devices are doing so well, the company has just filed to go public. But here's a scary thought. All the uses for RFID tags are now bringing up questions about whether the information stored in them is really safe from hackers.
It is quite possible that this tag could be hacked. Anyone with a simple laptop setup and a RFID antenna at the correct frequencies can pick up my tag number. There are other tags that have more information on them that might be much more interesting, such as a Chase Blink card or a MasterCard PayPass.
VeriChip says its chips are safe and that the personal information on them cannot be read without a VeriChip reader. But experts say RFID technology is getting more advanced, and as it gains wider acceptance, more companies are expected to use and profit from it. And very soon, Mikey Sklar and his two cats might not seem like something right out of science fiction. On the Money, Liz Clayman, CNBC.
And when we